Service complete. Install done. R2s checked, flashed. Mini split installed, flashed, curbed up, and now new skylights. So we were out here 2 or 3 months ago, and we let ownership know, hey, your skylights aren't looking too hot. This is the new double bubble acrylic, opaque, right? So it's not clear to match the existing. Now they're crack free on the skylights. We can sleep good, knowing that their membrane's going to be watertight. Added the weather stripping on the bottom. And originally these skylights are having condensation issues, and what was really close call that I didn't like was that there was actual water, moisture sitting on the curb of the old ones where the cracks were, and so a little too close for comfort, and so we got it back up to what I would like to call new condition, where roof, curbs, wraps, skylights, penetrations, everything is now flowing again the way it should. So I'm gonna help the guys get loaded up. We got to get everything locked and loaded before Memorial Day weekend. Big projects coming in 2025. We're having capacity conversations with certain clients now. They want frontline service, obviously, and golden glove treatment. Everyone deserves it. White glove for our residential folks, golden glove for our commercial tiers, and legendary for the people that I've met in the beginning along the way who continue to call back. And so treat people the way you want to be treated is the name of the game. We're going to go ahead and put up a report for completion photos for ownership to take a look at their finished product. Talk to the maintenance guy down below, talk to the director as well, just say hi. You got to introduce yourself, you have to. And doing our final walkthroughs on everything. These skylights, no condensation, no cracks, no need to replace. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? And giving our clients all the pictures they need to make better decisions. Crickets behind the RTUs, looking good. Membrane's going to be cleaned up here before fall. We're going to have to get a team out here. Like to see things spick and span, but when you got planes flying overhead and as much dust that's flying around in the world, you're going to have some dirtier sections. Because one of the things we got knocked on this system was some dirtier seams, which we had to let the manufacturer know, hey, we're doing section full replacement here. There's going to be a little bit of foot traffic. We started from the far section and worked our way west, but we still got dinged for having a little bit of a dirtier roof than we would have otherwise liked. We did our seam cleaning and all that jazz, but still, high 90s was a good project. And ultimately, ask ownership for a letter of recommendation and work on a way where we can develop a relationship moving into the future where they know they're going to get proper value. And so 60 mil Duralast PVC. It's not a key membrane, but we'll talk more about keys in a different video. Just kind of want to walk you guys through a little miniature football field here. About 310 squares. We had to get some exceptions for some of the curb heights. Again, ownership didn't want to pay the $80,000+ bill. I think we were getting 60 to 80 consistently to remove and build up these curb heights on the RTUs, and ownership was asking for alternatives, and who wants to just spend 80 for really not any different result. And so the HVAC vendors that we work with had no wiggle room. Understandably, the nature of the building inside is high spec, high liability. There's probably about $100 million worth of equipment on the inside, and it's not necessarily something they wanted to risk if they didn't have to. And so that being said, though, successful install, successful pop and dopper on the skylights. Thank you to our vendors, ABC Supply, Duralast. Our membrane team threw down here in about 2 weeks. They were able to do full completion. We'll release some video on all that process. And we've got some other really cool projects coming through. We're inviting some pretty higher profile observers into these installs to make sure they can vet our installs even more. I want to put flow on the map, and so inviting the best in the industry out to take a look. Hey, roast my roofs, please. Like, tell us what you want better, right? The manufacturers are going to give it to us, but we want everyone else that's coming to the party to have the confidence that we're giving our clients the very best we could possibly give them, both in turnaround, tenant-occupied safety considerations, all the different aspects of quality control documentation that you'd expect on these 6 and 7 figure roofs. So when it comes down to it, though, we'll be getting you guys a deeper dive into the day in the life of what it is to flow with us this summer. And you know, in some cases, I think we're putting 2 or 3 project managers on a single property, and you know, that's the dream, to share with you guys what it took to go through 7-8 years of blood, sweat, and tears, shit hitting the fan, learning the hard way, stepping up for my clients, to get to the point now where we're able to have a proper roofing party that I can cater to the client's exact expectations, setting expectations of a smooth flowing project from beginning to end, is starting to become something that I believe is going to take on a life of its own. That's the goal, to give my sister and her family the life that she's dreamt of. She's been the sole reason why we've been able to serve these clients at the highest level, because she holds the team accountable to the standards that I can't always micromanage. And so you're only as good as your systems and processes. You always fall down to the standard. And she's been able to keep the standards as high as possible, even being on my ass, which I love. So thank you, sister. And the team, Garrett, Nick, Paulina, Chance, Tom, Noe, everyone that's coming in, Aaron, all these other new faces, Ansama, Saul, you guys are the studs, okay? We've got some other amazing people, Miguel, Rodrigo, these awesome guys that literally step up to do the world's... Oh, can't forget about you, Churro. Come on, Roberto. I know you're out there. We'll see you next week, okay? We got teams going up to Olympia next week for one of our other clients, and that's the beginning of a Washington, Seattle expansion, but we're not going to serve Seattle for a while. I really want to make sure that Portland is flowing at the highest level before we go ahead and divide and conquer. But low and slow is how we flow, one step at a time. And we're going to go ahead and head back to the shop. I want to make sure everyone's getting the proper attention they need. We've got a lot of new faces coming in, and as a responsible roofing company owner, I got to make sure that I know who the people that are coming in. I also got to know they get the training that I have expectations for. We're starting to record a lot more of these, so that way I'm not having issues with different approaches in the systems, or the expectations of the client, or the outcome of the system as well. So, long story short, we're going to keep it on flowing. Catch you guys on the next one.